During the bye week, Thursday and Friday, we had real good practice. We actually got after it. After that, we was able to get home and get off our feet for a little bit. Good to see family and things that I hadn't seen in a while. Just ready to get back to work like we did today.
And what was it like coming back this week after having a little time off? How have practice been early part of this week?
Usually when we leave, everybody's anxious to get back. So today I think we had a pretty good practice, a lot of high energy.
Obviously, each week in SEC can be up or down because the competition is so good. But how much confidence do you gain off a win at Texas A&M?
As a team, we collectively went in there hoping that we would win, which you should do to every game. And just building off that game and watching A&M and Bama last weekend and stuff like that, we obviously can have a good opportunity this week.
What can you glean from that Texas A&M Bama game?
Both teams are obviously real good. You never out-question Bama. You never can go against A&M. That was a real good game, hard-fought game, and we look forward to the challenge.
When you prepare for a game like Alabama, what's the kind of mentality going into that? How do you try to not look at the helmet sticker, I guess, and just focus on it?
Most of the time, as you know, you look at and approach every game the same. It's Alabama. They're a real good team. We're going to prepare just as hard as we would each week.
Against A&M late, obviously the defense stepped up big time on that last series. And you guys have done that pretty much all year in the second half and stepped up and made plays when the offense needed the ball back. Where is that? You think that's coming from experience sometimes or just being in that situation so many times with the veterans you guys have?
Yeah, I say experience and our coaches putting us in the best position possible.
The Alabama running game has been pretty successful for them. What have you seen on film that kind of stands out about them as a running team?
They get straight downhill, break a lot of tackles. Their 1 through 4 running back can obviously play. Everybody on the team can really play 3-4 deep, so you got to prepare.
Seems like the defense has made progress every single week, and Texas A&M really play well at night. Just what are your thoughts on the progress the defense has made each week?
We always come into each practice, each game, trying to improve on things from the last week. As this week comes up, we should expand on that too.
What are some of the things you do try to improve from that game?
Just everything, maintaining the physicality, being more attentive to details and things of that sort.
You guys have had more penalty yards than your opponent in every game so far. How much can that hurt on defense, especially trying to get off the field?
It can. Got to be more disciplined when it comes to third down situations and short down situations and stuff like that. That's something we can clean up.
What else do you have to do to kind of limit those penalties?
Just be more aware, know what's going on, get the call from your coach faster, things of that sort.
Aaron, entering this season, there's a lot of talk about yourself and Martin Emerson and Jaden Crumedy and Junior, but seems like, I know he was steady late last year, but Cameron Young's had a heck of a year so far. Is that something that surprised you, or did you see it coming this offseason?
Anybody can tell you that Cam Young probably works harder than anybody. He doesn't say much, so when he's like outside of football and stuff, you may forget about him. But once you see him use his hands and stuff at practice and in the games, it's obvious that he's pretty dominant.
How much has that helped y'all's job get easier? Because obviously him and Crumedy taking on the double team, so you get to see what he's doing every play and the work he's putting in.
Yeah, we credit the D-line for just about everything right now. They get off blocks, they hold up blocks, they get out of the quarterback and everything, so it really just helps the whole defense.
You mentioned in fall camp that Jed Johnson may be the most improved linebacker on the team, and he's made you look pretty smart so far. So what are you seeing from Jed that's allowed him to be so productive?
Just no hesitation from him. He just took everything head on. He's playing Mike and Will, so obviously that was a task on his hand, but he just came in, built his confidence. Everybody's rooting for him and with him, and he's been showing that he can play, obviously.